Hello everyone, welcome back to my class. Today we are going to revise the chapter 1 in geography, that is environment. And the same you have online test on 6th of August, Thursday. Okay, come let's start our chapter. Let's see what is environment. Environment is our basic life support system. What is environment? Environment is our basic life support system. It provides the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the land we live. Have you understood what is environment? Environment is our basic life support system. Let's see components of environment. Let's see the components of environment. Children, look at this image. This is the components of our environment, that is natural one and human made, and after that human. What are the components of environment? Natural, human made and human. Let's see what comes under natural. In the natural system, what comes? Air, water, land, biosphere, that is living things will come in the natural. In human made, what are the things will come? Building, parks, bridges, roads, industries, monuments, etc. will come under the human made, that is man made. Let's see human. What will come under the human? Individual, family, community, religion, educational, economic, political situation, all comes under human. Let's see the environment in detail. What is environment? The place, the people, things and nature that surround any living organisms is called environment. What is environment? The place, people, things, nature that surround any living things, living organism is called environment. Okay, we have already in environment we have learned living things and non-living things. Now you're in grade 7, the names have changed. The name is biotic and abiotic. What is that? Biotic and abiotic. Let's see what is biotic. The world of living organisms. The world of living organism, that is plants and animal kingdom, is known as biotic. And what is abiotic? The world of non-living elements. There is example only land, whatever non-living things you can write, like table, chair, buildings, all these are non-living things and it comes under abiotic. Okay, now let's see natural environment. Land, water, air, plants and animals comprise the natural environment. We have already learned in the class 6 about lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. That is domains of the environment. In this class we'll know more about these domains. Let's read about lithosphere. Let's see what is lithosphere. Look at this image. This is domains of the earth image. So you can see the image of lithosphere. Lithosphere is nothing but the hard top layer of the earth, the place where we live, that is called lithosphere. That is solid crust or hard top layer of the earth is known as lithosphere. Look at this, the place where we live, that is lithosphere, made up of rocks, minerals and covered by thin layer of soil. And landforms are found. That what are the landforms? What comes under this lithosphere means mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. comes under the lithosphere. Have you understood, children, what is lithosphere? Lithosphere is a solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth, the place where we live. What are the landforms comes? Mountain, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. will come under this. Now let's see the hydrosphere. Let's see about hydrosphere. Look at the image. Hydrosphere is nothing but water bodies on the earth. What is hydrosphere? Water bodies on the earth. The domain of water is referred to as hydrosphere. What comes under this? Rivers, lakes, ponds, seas, oceans, etc. comes under the hydrosphere and very essential for living things. Water is very essential for living things. Now let's see about atmosphere. Look at this. Atmosphere is the thin layer of the air that surrounds the earth. The thin layer of the earth, thin layer of air that surrounds the earth is known as atmosphere. The gravitational force of the earth holds the atmosphere around it. It protects us. So what force is there in the atmosphere? Gravitational force, and it protects us from harmful rays and scorching heat of the sun. And in atmosphere we can see the number of gases, dust and water vapor also. The changes in the atmosphere produce changes in the weather and climate also. And the last one, let's see about biosphere. Plant and animal kingdom together make biosphere. Look at the image. You can see plants, animals and birds. You can see in this image, this makes the biosphere. Plant and animal kingdom together makes biosphere, or all the living world is known as biosphere. It is a narrow zone of the earth where land, water and air, all three interact each other to support life. Have you understood? All three, that is air, water and land, each others interact each other with to support the life. Now let's see what is ecosystem. Now what we are going to learn, what is ecosystem. Look at here children, in the glossary they have given. It is a system formed by the interaction of all living organisms. In the biosphere we have read what is the biosphere. In biosphere all the living organisms are there. They interact with each other to support life. So they are known as, how they support each other, that's we are going to see in the ecosystem. It is a system formed by interaction of all living organisms with each other and with the physical and chemical factors of the environment in which they live, all linked by transfer of energy and material. Now let's see what is ecosystem. All plants, animals and human beings depend on their immediate surroundings. Yes, only human cannot survive in the world without plants and animals. So like this, how we have dependent, let's see. All plants, animals and human beings depend on their immediate surroundings. Often they are also interdependent on each other. This relation between the living organisms as well as the relation between the organisms and their surroundings form an ecosystem. Have you understood? The relation between the living organisms and the surroundings, they form an ecosystem. Now let's see human environment. Human environment refers to the artificial environment. What is that? Artificial environment that is created by human. Human environment is created by human, and that is artificial one. And what are the things it includes? Buildings, roads, cities, as well as the society the humans live in. So what is human environment? Human environment refers to the artificial environment that is created by humans. It includes buildings, roads, cities, as well as the society that human lives in. Now, children, how the human environment changed? Let's see. See, look at this. In the olden days, that is early human, he was adapted himself to the natural surroundings. Early humans, what they did themselves, what is available in the nature, they have adopted only that. They did not modify it. They have to live in the caves, and whatever they get from the forest they will eat. It may be leaves or fruits, roots, they will eat as it is. But when they started growing, what they happened, the technology built, or they started building the houses by using the forest things like huts. They started preparing once they have learned to live in caves. But what they did later, they started building the houses for them, that is huts. After that, when they started learning farming, that is growing crops, when they started growing crops, they want to stay in one place, so that they start building the houses. When they are good in farming, they want to store the crops or whatever they have grown food, so they started building the houses for their purposes. After that, what humans learns new ways to use and change environment. They started changing the environment. They learned to grow crops, domesticate animals na, that is tamed how to tame the animals. They learn to tame the animals. The dog is the first animal to tame. And they started settled life, and they started inventing wheel. First the start invention of the wheel. After that, they started growing crops, so surplus food was produced. Surplus fruits means more food they have produced. What to do? I have produced more food, what to do? So this came exist barter system. What is barter system? Exchange of goods without money. What is barter system? Look here. Barter system, it is a trade in which goods are exchanged without the use of money. Today, whatever we need, we have to give money and buy. Is it? You want to buy wheat or ragi, or you want to buy the rice, or you want to buy fruits, vegetables, whatever, you have to give the money, and you have to buy. But in the early human period, or that is the olden days, what the people will do, surplus of goods, they will exchange their more goods to the other person, and they will get whatever they need from them, and what they have grown, that they will exchange. If I have grown more rice and you have grown more wheat, what I will do, I will exchange half of my rice to you, and I get half of your wheat to me, like this. This is called barter system. That is exchanging the goods without use of money. No getting money, only the goods exchange. That is called barter system. So this was happening in the human environment in the early human period, that is olden days. Trade started. After barter system, trade started and commerce developed. Industrial revolution happened. Information revolution made communication very easier and speedy across the world. Is it? Information revolution today. Olden days we have to go by walk and convey our message to our relations or relatives, friends and all. But after that, postal came. After that, postal system came. After today, what we are doing through the telephone, whoever want, we are meeting immediately, within a second we are meeting, no? So that is called information revolution. So made communication very easy through the world itself, very easy to meet each other. So what is happening? All this happening, but there is a greedy of human also. Because of this information revolution or transportation, whatever, greedy of man inventing more new, and this leads the global warming. As already we have know these impacts. What are the impacts? Let's see. Human impact the physical environment in many ways. Like what happened? Oh, because of this new technologies, overpopulation, pollution, burning fossil fuels, and deforestation. Changes like these have triggered climate change, soil erosion, pollution of water and air, etc. Because of all this, there is a global warming in the environment. So what we have to do, we have to leave a perfect balance is necessary. We understood perfect balance. We have to be a perfect balance is necessary between the natural and human environment. Humans must learn to live and use the environment in harmonious way. We have so many things naturally, but we have to use in the harmonious way. Otherwise there will be a big distraction in the world. So let's see why we have to leave. See, have you ever thought why you love eating a juicy watermelon in summer and hot roasted peanuts in winter? Have you wondered why we are eating the watermelon in the summer season and roasted peanuts, that is groundnut, why we are heating the roasted groundnuts or peanuts in the winter season? Because of the climate, no? So how the summer season we have to heat the watermelon, in the winter season we have to eat hot whatever hot food, is it? So that change, that balance should we have to maintain always, otherwise we will be in trouble. Okay, children, we came back, we are in the end of the lesson. Now, there is no worksheet for you. So, this revision, you have to find out the answers for the book back questions by reading the books. If you did not find, let me know. You can give a call to me and I will be helping you about this. So, once you finished reading the books, then you have to find the answers for the book back. On same, there is a test for you on Thursday, that is 6th of August. You have the online test. I will be sending you the link. You have to just click and type the answers in that and send back to me. Have you understood, children? So you have to, within this 2-3 days, you have to read well the lesson and find out the answer, and also listen my video and find out the answers for the book back questions. If you can't, you can call me. Feel free to call me. I will be helping out for this. Okay, children, bye, take care. Let's meet in the next session.